Hey, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to Silent Voices,
Black Tragedies.
And today, this is our first YouTube video, and it's a divorce court case. And if you guys are into advice, criticism, and anything that is tragic, check our channel out. We are going to give advice, critiques, and we're going to also tell you what we would do if we were in that situation. But we're going to our emails list and everything will be down in the description. We're building that up, but this is our first channel together. My name is Tisha. This is Jamal, and we're gonna pretty much explain to you real quick a brief summary on this particular court case, which I thought it was it was kind of interesting. I call it failed polygyny. And
yeah.
Also, if you are sensitive to like certain things, like if it's triggering to you, because we will be talking about polygyny, we're gonna be talking about things that most people won't talk about on this channel. So if you're not into that, please don't even come on this channel with that nonsense. But I'm gonna give you the description of this particular court case. All right, so here we have Kalila. She received a call from a woman claiming she was in a relationship with her fiance. Kalila says her gut is telling her Christopher is cheating. When Kalila confronted Christopher, he denied everything. Christopher says he is tired of Kalila accusing him of cheating and argues he doesn't know who this mystery woman is. Can Judge Faith help reveal this relationship secrets before the couple walks down the aisle? All right, YouTube. So this is fair use. We are going to be criticizing this video, and we're going to give you our opinions on this particular case. So let's get into it.
Let's do it. But yes, viewer discretion is advised. If you find the topic of polygyny offensive, this is not the channel for you.
All right.
Faith Jenkins presiding.
Let's watch it, y'all. Watch Faith Jenkins.
Your Honor, this is the case of Dixon versus Greer.
Thank you, Juan. Kay Dixon?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Chris Greer.
Yes, Your Honor.
To court today. You say the two of you have been in a relationship for 5 years.
Yes.
You've been engaged for 3.
Yes.
And now you're having a series of problems.
Hey, look at
and you
his
want to
face.
discuss them in
He
divorce
got that
court
look
today.
of,
Yes.
Tear in his eyes.
I'll start with
See
you,
it all
ma'am.
in
Why don't
his
you give me
eyes.
some background?
Okay. Well, Chris and I have been together for 5 years. We've been engaged for 3. When we first got together, it was all good. He completely took care of me. He was paying all of the bills. Just a great guy. Lately, as of earlier this year, he asked me to go half on all of the bills, knowing that my job has been impacted by obviously COVID-19, so I'm not making the money that I was before. So it's just kind of strange to me for him to ask me to go half on bills when he's never done that before. Also,
well, has his job changed due to the pandemic?
Well, yeah, he's a truck driver, so at first he was local, but now he's over the road.
Okay, you guys, we're gonna pretty much summarize this a little bit. Her name is Kay, and what's
Hey, Letitia, look how you paused his face. I mean, look at the man's face.
You can see it all in his face. What is going on? Okay, first off, she's a single mother of 3, all right, and he's actually covering all the bills, all right, and he told her during the pandemic, okay, you gonna have to start paying half, and this is what set her off to like something ain't right. And then they've been together for 5 years and only been engaged for 3, which 3 years is pretty long to be engaged. So that is also, people would see that as a red flag. But
I mean, unless you like one of those guys that be like, we're gonna get married, and it's been 10, 15 years later.
Yep, and I know somebody personally that's in that situation right now, and we not gonna throw them out there. But
I know a lot of people. I don't know who you talking about.
He know who I'm talking about. But I'm saying is, if she came with 3 kids, she's a single mother. All right, now this already a big responsibility for him to step up and take care of a woman who already bringing 3 extra mouths to feed. So even when her hours was cut down, she was not missing any money for real. It really wasn't affecting her. But now all of a sudden he asked her to pay half. She's saying, well, okay, money is funny. But it's like, well, money wasn't funny when he was paying everything. Now you should have been saving up. But because of them 3 kids, she probably didn't have no money, or she was too complacent. But we're going to continue on.
So he's gone more now. And I'm not understanding why he wants me to pay the bills, because he's over the road. So that's more money, right? So, and he's gone for periods of time. And we should be good on money. So that just kind of...
So what's going on, Mr. Greer? Has there been a sudden change in the financial responsibilities in the home?
Yes, it has, Your Honor. With us getting ready to get married, I think that we need to become more of a partnership, you know, within the relationship. You know.
I hear how you got that pastor voice. Plus, we getting ready to get married. Like he about to preach to us. Wait, come on home. Go ahead, Pastor Chris.
I want her to get used to paying half of what's going on, because
I'm about to ask you for my tithes and offering, but go ahead.
First of all, pay half.
Go ahead.
I've been supporting her and our 3 kids, you know, myself.
Okay.
And since I am picking up a few more hours than I usually have, and actually going over the road, be gone for a while, of course I'm making more money, but we have more expenses. We have the wedding that actually has to be postponed and things like that due to COVID. So.
He sounds so convincing in here. He sounds like a stand-up guy. Like he seems so innocent, don't he? He sounds so innocent.
He got his Sunday best on.
He got his Sunday suit on, y'all.
You know, yeah, I want her to help me out.
So, I mean, that seems reasonable and fair, especially when the...
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's wrong with him wanting some help? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is 2022. Like, women make money for real. You know what I'm saying? This man's a truck driver. You know, maybe look at the little what was that around her neck? Shells, pearls. She had like some jewelry around her neck.
Actually, pearls is my favorite jewelry.
Pearls, yeah?
Yes, I love me some pearls.
But the woman got pearls around her neck, you know what I'm saying? This is 2022. You just want a little help on the bills. You can't be paying all the bills now. He a truck driver. Come on now.
I think a lot of women think that men are supposed to, pay everything, but we're not in those times where men can pay everything, because everything is going up, and then people are losing their jobs left and right. So we got to be mindful. Like you sometimes your finances might change depending on what kind of job you have, and you gotta be it's a give and take when it comes to relationships, and you gotta be willing to work with your husband, because just because he's the man don't mean he can take care of all that, especially when you're the only woman in the relationship. Okay.
2 of you have been together for 5 years now. She said that she's lost income due to the pandemic, though. Did that happen?
Yes, she did a little bit, yeah. But, you know, I've made up for it. But
how is she losing income when she's not contributing anything to the freaking bills? All right. Unless she's spending a lot of money on her children. And one thing about this particular court case, I have not heard her say anything about these kids until the last part of the court case. Only one child she mentions, I believe, in the last part. And I'm like, okay, are you spending any of the funds towards the children? What are you paying for? Because it seemed like he's completely paying for everything. Everything fell on him once he took in this woman and her 3 children.
Right. It's crazy.
But, you know, just to get used to...
Is she able to pay half with her income now?
She should be able to.
Yeah.
According to what you know, even with the loss of income, she should still be able to pay half comfortably, according to you?
Yeah,
But
sure,
Your
she
Honor,
should.
Your
So
Honor,
what is the issue?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but there's also the issue with his credit cards. I've been noticing, because even when he was taking care of everything, One thing I just don't understand why now I have to take. He says he's trying to get me acclimated to be married, but we weren't married, and I was paying half anyway.
But now he's asking you to pay half. The two of you are getting married. A wedding costs a lot of money, a lot of expenses, and
first of all, marriage should not be costing you that much. It should not be costing an arm and a leg for you to get married. And a lot of times, these marriages that be so big, they don't even last. A lot of times, women are so consumed with actually getting married, they fail to realize you're actually going to be in a relationship for the rest of your life with this person. That fairy tale bullshit, that goes out the window. When you start really learning that person, all that wedding bells and stuff, that shit is only one day. I'm telling you. You go to that courthouse, or you set up something that you can afford. Do not put all your money into a wedding when you can use that towards a house. Something that's really gonna benefit you and your husband. This is ridiculous. Like, she got too complacent, and now once he pulled a cord, now she complaining, she's starting to search more. Now, when he was paying all the bills, she wasn't being nosy, but now he didn't pull the cord and he just switched it up a little bit. Now she being more suspicious. She got a lot of time on her hands, and it kind of seemed like she's not even working, to be honest.
according to him, he believes you can afford to pay half of the bills. I don't see that as being unreasonable going into a marriage.
It's just different. That's all I'm saying. It's just
different. Okay.
It's a switch up in his whole thing and our thing. Anyway, also, when by him taking care of all the bills, even though he has the money, I still pay the bills. So I was going over a credit card statement and was finding out that he's been going to a lot of different restaurants. Mm-hmm. And I've been to these restaurants with him. Doesn't look like it's only him eating. And then he's like, well, when he gets home, I'm like, well, where's my food?
Okay, first of all, how do you start off saying that he's paying all the bills, then you say he's not, he's paying all the bills, but then you're paying the bills? Okay, first of all, that needs to be you need to say that in the beginning. Okay, if you're paying certain bills, you should say that. You're paying little bills like DTE bill, maybe a consumer energy bill, maybe a credit card bill here and there. Why?
I don't think everybody's bill is called DTE. That's just me. We from Detroit.
Okay, we from Michigan. All right, so that's what our utility companies are named. But me, I'm not looking through no damn credit card because I don't got time. I give my husband the money, he pay it or whatever, but I'm not looking for any of that stuff. I feel like she's being way too nosy for her not to even be a legal wife, to be honest.
The saying goes, you search for things, you'll find what you're looking for, and sometimes you don't want to find what you're looking for.
And that's always true. It's always true.
Oh, well, I just stopped by, on my way back, whatever. So you just stopped at a 4-star Italian restaurant on your way back home from out of town?
And he's ordering multiple pasta dishes? Is that what you're saying?
It's not multiple, it's just the amount.
It looks like he's eating for more than one person?
Oh, is he eating with somebody? He can't eat, he's not eating $75, $80 worth of food.
Okay, why not? What if he's eating with a coworker? I mean, truck drivers do have coworkers because also, I've been in the transportation industry and you have coworkers, and a lot of times when you on break, you do sit down, you eat. Even with truck drivers, sometimes they might meet up and they might eat. So I don't really see that as something that you should be literally being looking at him side eye, I feel like if really nothing really changed for real, why do you have so much time when you got 3 children? That's what I'm saying. I would be so busy with my children, I wouldn't even have time to really focus on him because I would be literally consumed with my children. I just don't understand.
Okay, Mr. Greer?
I'm a big guy.
That's it.
I have to eat. I can't. Why can't I have?
Are you dining out with someone else?
No.
Okay.
That wasn't convincing at all.
Now, the thing is, what she's actually been seeing is that they made some problems. They had some problems with the.
Oh, here go the lion. This is where you fucking up.
He ain't lying.
This is where you fucking up, Pastor.
He ain't lying.
Was it Reverend Jenkins? What's his name? What is his last name? Greer?
Yeah, it's Greer.
I don't even remember.
With the amount of money that was spent for the dinner. And so they were trying to rectify the situation. Of course, it takes 5 to 7 business days.
So we're talking about just one dinner here where you think
there's been several. And on top of that, they still have not refunded the money. I'm not even whatever.
So you think that he is doing what, ma'am?
I think that he is eating with someone else. And one time he told me it was him and his co-workers and all of that stuff. You're a truck driver. You drive by yourself. What co-workers are we talking about here?
There are other people that work at the company.
I get it, but I don't get it.
I'm not.
So,
just
Mr.
the whole
Greer,
company.
I get it.
Mr. Greer, are you dining out with someone else? Are you going out on other dates? Is what she's asking.
No, I'm going out with co-workers, and sometimes it's my turn to foot the bill. So
are you having sex with
Okay.
these co-workers too? Because our sex life has changed as well. I also received a voicemail and a phone call at my job from another woman. I submitted the voicemail, ma'am. Would you like to hear it?
I would.
Oh, Reverend Greer's getting caught up, man. He's getting caught up.
At this point, it's embarrassing. We're not even gonna call him a reverend. That just make him look bad.
I know, right? I think where he
I don't think he is, but that just makes him look
see
bad.
where he messed up is low key. Where he messed up is when he said pay half. That's when she was like, oh no. That is a big change. If you gonna do that, you should have had her paying half in the beginning of the relationship. Now you didn't get her all comfortable, and when you decide to make that change, oh no, now it's investigate. Now everything is kind of adding up. She kind of putting pieces together. She's starting to search now. Yep, she putting 2 and 2 together. And now she's starting to search, and she about to get what she don't want.
Would definitely like to hear the voicemail.
Hi, this message is for Kay, I think it is. I think you should give me a call back. I have some important information that you might not know about. We have a lot in common.
And curiosity, I call her back, and this woman tells me that she has been in a relationship with Chris. Well, what type of relationship? You could be in a relationship. I could be in a relationship with Bailiff over there. What kind of relationship are we in?
She's saying that they were just homies.
They're homies. So Chris got a homie he taking out to eat on his free time when he's driving around. He got the homie like, yo, what up? Let's go to Roof Chris. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some juicy steaks. This man spending a lot of money.
First of all, I don't appreciate the side chick just calling up the job and everything. That she could have literally got this woman fired. Like, I don't like none of that. I would have been wanting to fight her ass.
She didn't call the job. She called the woman at the job.
It don't matter. What if her answering the phone call would have got her in trouble, got written up?
And she would have been emotional. And then that's what would got her written up. She would have got fired from being emotional. Getting that phone call.
But I'm saying that's out of line. It's out of line. No.
What if she got the latex? Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. He said you better use the latex because you don't want that latex that I think I'm late text. Alright, fellas. Y'all know what to do.
And just lately that has diminished as well.
And that's all been this year as well?
Yeah.
Why have the two of you been engaged for so long? 3 years is a long time.
3
to
years
be
is a
engaged.
long time. I think that's mostly me, I would say, because I just want to, even though he is taking care of everything, see what I'm saying? He don't even take this serious. Even though he's taking care of everything, I don't want to come into the marriage like that. I want to come to the table with something. So
First of all, I'm just gonna be honest. I could see if she didn't have no children at all, so we can be like, okay, yeah, she's like always making sure she's cautious, but to have 3 children and you bring that to this guy, you've obviously made 3 bad decisions. And I'm not saying her kids are bad decisions. It said, why aren't you with the children's father? So that's a red flag for me, because you got these 3 children, which is not his. They don't even have any biological children together. And she's so cautious in this relationship. And all she gonna do is just move on, and she gonna be back where she was at again. So I feel like, considering what she's bringing to the table, I really, really think that she has to be mindful that you have 3 kids and you're bouncing your children from different men. And this is not really safe.
Not at all.
trying to get myself together so that I can match what he's doing.
But you don't want to pay half the bills.
No, I don't.
So you want to come in the marriage, so you want to get yourself ready.
She said she don't want to pay half the bills because why? First of all, I do not mind helping my husband. You just got to be a selfless person when you're married. It is no point in getting married when you are selfish like that. You just going to constantly think everything revolves around you. Even when you have children, you're going to think everything revolves around you. Once you start incorporating people into your life, it's no longer about you anymore. You have to consider things. You have to make sacrifices, and that is just how it builds character. It builds you as a human, well, as an adult. You know, it is also as maturity to you, because we as women always feel entitled, and we feel like it's all about us. It's just not. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bullet and shut up and roll with the punches, especially if things weren't really disheveled. You know what I'm saying? You get. Hopefully y'all get what I'm saying.
They get what you're saying.
Okay, let's go.
Ready to come in the marriage and still have him pay all the bills. So what exactly are you getting yourself ready to do?
Get married.
Okay. So that's it.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
But you can't start out paying all the bills and then in a pandemic ask me to pay half and then talking about you trying to get me acclimated.
So Mr. Greer,
yes.
So she's saying there have been all of these changes recently with.
First of all, how you gonna tell him what he can't do? Okay? You can't. It's just like if he says, okay, well, yeah, you gotta pay half because your kids is eating up a lot of the food. The expenses going up because your kids. You have to start paying half because you have your own kids that's coming in this mug. I mean, what do she think? If it was just her, I still feel like she should be wanting to help her man out. Like, for real, like, why are you even there? You just want to get married and sit around while he pay all the bills, and you just be nosy trying to figure out who he's seeing on the side. That's all you gonna do is have time. Whatever, y'all. It's stupid.
Now you want her to pay half the bills. I think it's understandable, with the credit card bills and the dinners, and also your sex life. Have there been a lot of changes?
Well, yes.
Lately?
Because I'm used to driving locally, just in the city. Now I'm actually going over the road. I'm going to different states. And when I come home, I'm tired. I remember one.
Now I'm saying he got my different area codes. Traveling across from state to state.
And she was dressed up in lingerie, had the candles lit and all the rest of the stuff, which I thought was very romantic. But I was tired. And I was like, maybe in the morning I'll take care of you. I didn't. In the morning,
Hey, right?
I took care of you, didn't I?
But I just want to know, you said there's been a lot of changes, and he's saying that it's because of work and the fact that he doesn't drive locally anymore. It's long distance, so there's been an entire change in his work schedule this year. You said that you were actually supposed to get married this month.
Yes.
But you had to postpone the wedding because of everything happening with the pandemic.
I love, God bless America. That's all I gotta say.
Right?
Yes.
You have other suspicions.
Yes. I'm just gonna lay it out. I think that he's seeing someone else. There was a text message.
She went through my phone.
What did you see?
No, I did not. It
What did
said,
you see?
hey, baby. I mean, if your text messages are open and a hey, baby text comes through, you're asleep and I'm there, yeah, I'm gonna look over there and look at it.
So you saw the words, hey, baby, and what did you do when you saw those words?
I looked on top of the text message, on top of the working late, on top of the out of town, on top of us not having sex. These numbers are not adding up at all.
Wow.
Well, Mr. Greer, who's the woman?
2 + 2. Am I good to go? Okay, so listen, y'all hearing this? 2 + 2 is not equal. Is it equal in 4? Or is it equal in 6? Like, what's happening? 2 + 2? She doing the math. I don't know what number she got. You know what I'm saying? But something going on. What y'all think going on? I mean, I think you already kind of know why they in divorce court. Something happening, right?
I don't understand how people are in divorce court and they not even married yet. This is what don't be making sense to me. Like, housewives of Atlanta,
I
and
believe
they not even wives.
that once you commit to someone, that's marriage. Ladies, I had a question. I always wonder this, right? When you got a boyfriend or you got a male friend that you consider, what is it? I guess a man friend, or I don't even know what y'all call it nowadays, or a main guy, whatever. Why is it that if you have a boyfriend, if he sees another female, most of y'all get mad, and if y'all find out he's having sex with another female, y'all get so mad that y'all destroy his property? what make y'all feel like y'all have the right to just destroy people's property because they're seeing someone else? Y'all are not legally married. So apparently I feel like y'all feel that boyfriend, girlfriend relationship, if there's commitment to to that relationship, that you own and possess that person. So what's the difference between boyfriend, girlfriend, and actually being married? I feel like most women want to be married so they can just have paperwork, so they can be tied in case anything go wrong, they can't escape. The men have a hard time leaving because of divorce.
I mean, I was always told by a lot of women, get married because that's an investment. You don't want to walk away and pretty much lose everything. It's like the stock market. You put in, you want to get a return, you know. So that's why a lot of ladies want to get married, because a lot of men, they be just dipping on out and they not committing for real, because you have in your mind that you committed to this man, but they may not be committed to you. But a lot of times, I'm not even gonna lie, we see red flags, we just ignore it, because a lot of times we feel like we could change a man. We feel like, oh, if he's a bad guy, we can change him into maybe a guy that we want. But one thing guys do not do is they don't change for no woman. They don't change for kids. It takes something traumatic. It takes really something really bad for them to change, and it's gotta be a change that happens on their own. And sometimes it could be so bad to where they can change spiritually. Like, God might call them in the midst of them, like something happened in that tragic event, but you can't change no man, especially a strong-willed man. And I don't believe in alpha or beta. I don't believe in none of that. That stuff is fake as hell.
So you think Greer, you think he's seeing somebody?
I know he's seeing somebody. I know. Come on now. First off, his sex changing. You know, this is the things that what he was originally doing stop happening. He's starting to slack. He's slacking off.
I think it was just one meal. Or how many meals? She said a few.
It's been quite a few. So first it started with her paying half, and then it started with the lack of sex, and then you know, she started sending expensive meals, and then now all of a sudden she started getting like these little random voicemails and text messages from this other woman, and I don't know if that came before or after or in the midst of him not giving her any, because he's on the road a lot, and so his behavior started changing. You were having sex with her without being tired for a while.
You know, true story, y'all. We actually kind of had something similar happen like that to us. Well, yeah, us, because us. Some jealous female, I don't know who this is, didn't really like the fact that me and my wife were together. So she been sending her messages periodically throughout different years.
It started with our 1-year anniversary, and I started getting these ridiculous text messages through fake accounts, because you know,
we gotta stay on top of it.
You know, hoes don't like to show their face behind, you know, show their face in person, so they like to hide behind fake accounts. So yeah.
I mean, if you are looking to join a family, even if you thought that that's something that you wanted to do, that's not how you do it. You gotta get through me anyway, cause I'll make your life live in hell. You trying to get up in here, and I know for a fact it's probably a family member. I don't know who it was, but
I know.
My point is, if polygyny is your idea, which I felt like that wasn't even about polygyny, I felt like that was more so jealousy. But women, if polygyny is your idea, if you want to be a part of a family, you want to make yourself at least wifey material if you want to be a wife, especially if you're a virgin, then you qualify as being a wife. If you're not a virgin and you want to be a part of a family, messaging the wife nasty messages is not how you go about doing it. You want to present yourself in a better manner than that, a nice fashion. You have to have something to bring to the table, whether it's sex, finances. You're good with children.
Sex ain't nothing to bring to no table. It's got to be more than that, because
Hold on now. Sex is kind of... I'm saying these are things, the qualifications.
I get that, but some things happen to women over time that they can't control.
I get it, but I'm saying if they want to come into the family, if they can't... Because some women can't even... Honestly, some women cannot give sex. Because, like, what if she came into the family, right, guys? And she had, like, very, very bad cysts. Or, like my wife was saying, like, say she came from a family where there's a lot of trauma. So maybe she can't give sex like that. But I'm saying besides
that's not primary.
that on the point,
because even if she can give you vagina, the problem is that she can't keep no job. She don't have no car. She don't got nothing. She's she's bringing more stress.
it's up to the family's needs.
Anybody, I mean, but she's supposed to be there to help me. I'm just being honest.
True. I mean, but the husband needs to. He don't want this ugly girl that can't give no sex. Sex.
Okay, but if I don't like her, then she ain't gonna be there anyway.
But I'm saying sex is kind of important though. And that's true.
It's not number one.
If the wife have a hard time, because I don't care how you put it.
I'll also say that outside of the issue with the credit cards, you have other suspicions.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I think that I'm just gonna lay it out. I think that he's seeing someone else. I have, besides his behavior, besides the change in his behavior, there was a text message.
To who?
To Chris.
Okay, so you looked through his phone?
No, I didn't go through it initially. It was just his phone was out. He was asleep, and his phone was just out.
Of course it was.
So she went through my phone.
What did you see?
No, I did not. It
What did you
said,
see?
"Hey, baby." I mean, if your text messages are open and a "Hey, baby" text comes through, you're asleep and I'm there. Yeah, I'm gonna look over there and look at it, but I'm not looking through your phone. And
So
then,
you saw "Hey, baby" from your side of the bed. On his phone, which was on the other side of him. You saw the
Right.
words
Who said
"Hey,
his
baby"
phone was on the other
pop
side
up.
of the bed?
Exactly.
Ma'am?
I'm just saying.
So you saw the words "Hey, baby," and what did you do when you saw those words?
I looked.
Okay.
I looked.
And what did you
But I
see?
didn't go through his phone. I saw "Hey, baby." It said ding, ding, ding. I looked. And it said "Hey, baby."
And what else did you see when you opened it?
That was it.
That was it?
That was it. But listen, so I didn't say
Well, who was it
anything.
from?
I don't know. It was the number was not marked on there. It wasn't saved or anything like that. So I don't know who it was.
Well,
but it said "Hey, baby," and I told him I didn't say anything about the text. But in the morning I looked again.
I didn't even know who it was.
You know,
Sir?
When I looked
Sorry.
at it again, the message was erased. So if it wasn't anything or it wasn't anybody, why erase the message?
So who was the message from, Mr. Greer?
I don't know. It
Yes,
was the wrong
he
number.
does.
So you got a text message said "Hey, baby," and you erased it the next day because it wasn't for you.
Yes, exactly.
Why don't you
Why
believe
you
Because-
erase it if it
Ma'am.
wasn't for you?
I deny. It wasn't me. Remember what Shaggy said in the song? It wasn't me. He's been caught on the camera.
He had a good run, and now his lies is like literally you could tell by his face he's lying very bad. So his shit is like being uncovered very badly.
Remember, fellas, it wasn't me. Deny.
Why don't you believe him, Miss Dixon?
Because I also received a voicemail and a phone call at my job from another woman.
What did she say to you?
She said, well, first on the voice actress, I call her back, and this woman tells me that she has been in a relationship with Chris. She wouldn't give me specifics, but she was alluding to the fact that they had been together and it was much more serious than what, you know what I'm saying, than just a little whatever.
All right, you guys. So we're going to summarize that real quick. So Happy is Mr. Greer here, the liar. He was getting text messages in the middle of the night, and the woman was calling Miss Dixon at her job, not the work phone, but her own personal cell phone. And she returned the call, and the lady was saying how she been in a relationship with Mr. Greer, and they actually been in a relationship for 2 fucking years. So that's a long ass time. So he's been keeping this shit up for 2 whole years. He started slacking when he got more hours. So something around here is literally it's starting like, okay, you got her paying half the rent or whatever. You got her paying half the bills and shit like that. So he can't keep up to women. You can obviously see that.
Like the side chick having a hard time over there. So his money got to get depleted a little bit more.
He can't keep up. And it's starting to slack off. He can't keep up with 2 women. He got a job. You know what I'm saying?
He can keep up. He just can't keep up the lie.
No, he can't keep up financially. I'm just being honest. Like
he didn't say it was.
He can't keep up sexually and financially.
Well, the side chick must not be doing nothing then, because it sounded to me like something.
This is why sex should not be the primary goal, because the side chick obviously don't got shit to offer, and everything is falling on him. So now that's not fair for the main wife to have to be working hard and not getting what she need because of this side chick. Who comes first? So side chicks, you gotta know your place. I'm just saying. You're gonna be a side chick, you can't be taken from the household. You gotta be adding. Alright? If you're not paying our bills, if you're not keeping me in a place where I don't have to pay half, oh, you a problem. You a problem. I'm sorry. And then I ain't met you? Oh no, no. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving, alright, y'all?
Oh yeah, not yet. I got something I gotta say now. Hold up. In general, we require family, right? So if you taken away from the household, as my wife beautifully put, why do we need you? You know what I'm saying? This is family is a business. You know what I'm saying? Family is business. Actually, I'm gonna make a video on that another day. But family is business, y'all. So if the business, you got too many liabilities, you gotta fix that. You gotta make the liabilities turn to an asset. Y'all can do it. Let's continue the video.
When I asked her, well, what type of relationship? You could be in a relationship. I could be in a relationship with Bailiff over there. What kind of relationship are we in? Are we just texting? Are we sexting? Are we just talking on the phone?
Are we
on Facebook? Are we just friends?
Well, do you think she'd be contacting you if she's saying that they were just homies?
Well, probably not.
So what happened? You talked to him about this.
I submitted the voicemail, ma'am. Would you like to hear it?
I would.
Please.
Definitely take it, Miss Dixon. You submitted.
This is, I think you should give me a call back. I have some important information that you might not know about, that you need to know about. We have a lot in common. I could be reached at...
Okay.
So on top of the text message, on top of the working late, on top of the out of town, on top of us not having sex, on top of the food, these numbers are not adding up at all.
Wow.
Well, Mr. Greer, who's the woman?
I don't know. Who?
Okay, first off, find too much. Now your ass is discovered. You didn't think your side chick was gonna blow your cover. She tired of being a side chick. This is the thing too. Side chicks have to work their way up to being a second wife. It's not no, oh, you're a wife. It's not no Oprah Winfrey type. We giving out wife cards. You have to work your way up. You have to prove. Yes, ladies, you have to earn your spot as a wife. You can't just, think that a guy's gonna marry you, even if you are beautiful and whatever. Your looks fade, okay? You gonna get older and looks fade, okay? He might not see you as the same way. What I'm saying is that you have to earn your spot. If you want to be a wife, it might take you a couple of years to get to that spot as well. Seniority when it comes to, when you talk about so-called polygyny, it is a seniority. The wife comes first. I'm just being honest. It's literally levels, because the wife has more. She's been in a relationship longer. She knows the husband more. Even though y'all got your own separate, you still have to help that wife. You get what I'm saying? So just because you got a side relationship, it's called family building. So you have to respect the wife, period, because she's in a position of where one day you might be, which is the first wife. There's not no that's why they call it first, second, third, fourth, fifth wife. They have that type of stuff. So you first, you know how that works. When you got seniority, you worked your way to have number one seniority. You got dibs first, okay? So just know that, y'all. But this situation, he's just a liar, okay? I don't like the way he rolling, because he couldn't be honest with her, and they're not even married yet. You know what I'm saying? How you do it. But to be honest with you, this guy is actually in a good position, because he's not married to her just yet. He ain't married to her yet.
I see them eyes. I see her eyes. She got him right where she want him. Like, he's trying to sell her a car that don't work. Like, oh, my boo-boo the fool. She got that look on her eyes. Oh, my boo-boo the fool. You can see her lips. Her eyes.
What's her name?
Sir, I'm asking you.
I'm sorry.
You want me to know your woman's name?
I don't know what her name is.
So you don't know who she is?
I've heard about the text message, but you know what? What Kay has done on one instance is that she had one of her friends FaceTime me. And it was supposed to be
Okay, Mr. Greer, I'm asking you about the woman in this voicemail. I just want to make sure I understand. You said you don't know who she is?
No, I don't know who she is.
And so a person who you do not know is calling Miss Dixon and telling her that she's in a relationship with you, and this is somebody you don't know? So why would someone do that?
I don't know. Because she didn't leave her name. I don't know. I have nothing to go on.
She spoke to her.
Yeah,
so this is a person who's just trying to sabotage your relationship, you think?
Possibility.
And why would they want to do that?
I don't know, Your Honor. I really don't know.
Did you ever get any other information? Because this is something that I think is problematic.
It's very problematic.
Did you get any other information from this woman or about her?
Not too much, because again, she wouldn't answer specifics. So it was like she wanted me, just in case I go back to him, I wouldn't have specifics for him. So it's like I'm just making up something, or it's a twisted kind of a.
But you called her back. You called this woman back.
Absolutely.
So she gave you her number.
Absolutely.
Where are these people from again? She reminded me of somebody from Detroit. Like, she had a Detroit vibe to her, or like north. She from the north somewhere, and she had that northern vibes going on. What you think? I mean, she got the right to feel that way. There's a whole lot of mystery going on Mr. Greer end.
Yeah, it's a lot of secrets, dishonesty. He lost a lot of trust. Obviously, he lied too much. Just said it, just sitting down talking to her, Yeah,
Miss Dixon starting to feel a little bit nervous. Maybe it's a little bit of instability going on, because out of nowhere you saying like, hey, think I might need some help with some bills, and she like, I ain't got the money because pandemic. I mean, remember, she lost her hours or whatever.
What do you really do in a monogamous relationship? You know what I'm saying? I do like monogamy, as the only wife, but what do you do when y'all literally two of y'all are struggling, and you know what I'm saying, you need a third income,
or just a third someone else to just kind of advocate, like another idea just to bounce off of.
Yeah. Really? What do you do? How do you ease into something like that? You know what I'm saying? It's not easy at all. It's not something that you will be open to right away. It takes a lot of education too. Trust me. I'm still in between when it comes to that, because you just don't know what other women, especially if you haven't had good experience with women, when they do stuff like this, call you and all this other stuff, or insult you and stuff, disrespecting you. Why would you want any woman coming to your space? You're gonna feel how you feel, because if you haven't had good experience with other females, you're like, hell no, I want you in my space. I want to share my husband with no one. You know what I'm saying? That's where you become. That's where I say, the selfish instance. Yeah, you're gonna be a little selfish because it's been only you and your husband. It hasn't been another person involved, But we're gonna have another video for that later on. That's gonna be a part of the channel as well, because I'm saying we gotta be open to it all. I'm just saying, okay. All right, let's get into it.
And this number, was it the same number that texted "Hey baby"?
See, that's what I don't know. That's what I wasn't sharp and fast enough or swift enough to put the two together. You know what I'm saying? So I should have saved that number and compared it to the one that called me, but I missed that one.
So let me ask you something. Did you ever find out who this woman is?
Not really. Not as much. Again, it's a mystery. She's the mystery woman. But I'm gonna assume that the mystery woman is the same woman.
And it's your testimony, sir. You don't know who this person is.
No, because Kay lied before.
Okay, we're going to take Miss Dixon. You submitted some evidence in the court, Miss Dixon. I want to take an opportunity to review it. We're going to take a brief recess.
Okay. Lied about what? What are you talking about?
About that FaceTime, that friend of yours.
Next time on Divorce Court.
Miss Dixon, I'm going to say something to you, because you wrote to divorce court and you said that you wanted to know the truth. Because if it's true, he hasn't been forthcoming with you, but we're going to get to the bottom of it here today, and you'll get the answers that you asked this court for. I know that this is very difficult, and you asked for the truth. I know it hurts. We were able to locate the witness who called you and left the voicemail.
Bro, how the heck did they do that? How did they come up with is this a setup? Is this scripted? How did they know to reach out to her? Like, did she give her the number on the low? Courts can do this? Is this even a real court?
It's investigations, probably police reporters. Who knows?
How do you go to divorce court and they not even married? How they getting divorced?
What I just tell you earlier?
How they getting divorced and they not legally married?
They committed. Once you make a vow to somebody, you spiritually committed. You know what I'm saying? Like in the spiritual world. That's on my other YouTube channel, y'all. That's probably gonna be on my Jamal Yeshua channel. So that's my spiritual channel. It ain't out yet, but it's coming out. I'll let y'all know when it comes out. But anyway, like I was saying, they're committed, so they're tied. They've been having sex, they've been bumping and grinding. They've been getting in, doing all types of nasty stuff. You can tell because he said he was gonna handle that, and he handled that the next day. You know what I'm saying? So they be getting in. But they already married, because when you commit yourself to something, like how people commit themselves to like gaming or whatever, it's not married to money, or commit yourself to money, you married to money, they committed. So they're married. Yeah, you don't necessarily need no contract through the state. I believe, that's my belief. I'm not encouraging anyone to do that, but that's my belief. We are legally married. But like I said, that's my belief. Not saying that anyone should do it for educational purposes.
Yeah. This is like this video is pretty interesting because the turn of events is crazy. I know a lot of women probably like, I would have left him too, and I'm like, well, it's like, well, if you. The way this went is kind of like it was no way they could really leave. It's just
we don't know that.
Well, I don't.
How you know that? So you can see the future or something?
I don't know. I'm just saying. It feel like there's no way that really the side chick can really leave for real. I feel like it was a lot invested in this. A lot invested. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, if you think about, they said 2 years they've been together, then yeah, it probably is a lot that was invested. 2 years?
Yeah, you're not gonna be wanting to leave that quick. You
Bro,
know
like most jobs, you get like benefits in 90 days, and it feel like forever.
I know women women can get sex easily, but as far as actually keeping that man around, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Men just, they don't, men don't get caught up in sex emotionally. Women do, because everything we do is from our emotions. Men are set up different to where they're more logical, more rational minded, and sex is really when they love somebody, it's mostly from the mind. It's the mind thing.
I'll explain that part. It's only man.
Yeah.
Only I can explain that. She's somewhat right. You almost got it. She heard me say it, so yeah, she got it. We have sex. Sometimes it's just to relieve ourselves. It doesn't really always mean that we're interested. It just may be the heat of the moment type of situation. Now, for women, what is it like for y'all?
Sorry, it's late. Well, for women, I'm not gonna speak for every woman, but I know a lot of times it depends on how you were raised as a woman. It depends on if you had traumatic events happen to you. Being violated also plays into roles of how you deal with men, and how you see him. If you had your father in your life, that also plays into how you deal with men. So it's a lot that plays into it. It's so much that plays into how we women deal with men. Everything really contributes in how we deal with men. And it's all emotional based. Our stuff is through emotion because we had sex with a man is coming inside is entering inside of us, and it does something to us. It's that emotional connection that we build with men. And so a lot of times if a man is really putting it down, if he's saying some good stuff in your ear, I wouldn't say that's manipulation, because a lot of times women say they strong and independent, but when a man telling you something you never heard before, yeah, you gonna believe it. That's why we always get misled, misguided, and we always say, oh, we didn't know this man was like that, and really we knew, but we didn't care because sex was involved. We were doing things with that man, which really made us feel like we were together. You know what I'm saying? But that's for another day. But there's part 2 to this video, you guys, and we're so glad that you came to our channel.
Thank you.
We thank you for coming along with this, and
It's a journey. It's pretty much a journey.
It's a journey. Come build with us. You know what I'm saying? We're starting from scratch.
As we talk about most of the things that Black people go through, we're the voices for the silent voices.
Yes.
And the Black tragedies.
Yes.